Well, India moving forward briskly in their pursuit of 165. Just as expected, the Rohit-Rahul partnership once again producing a gem to give India the ideal start. Here's what's happened at the 10-over mark in this first of three T20 internationals. 85 for 1. KL Rahul, the one of the two partners to depart in that partnership. Rohit Sharma going on his merry way. 43 not out of 28, and he's been joined by Surya Kumar Yadav, who's also started very briskly. I'm joined on Cricbuzz Comm Box by Dinesh Karthik. DK, pretty much going as per script. India looking to be in a hurry to finish things off and doing it efficiently. You could see, really, if there wasn't going to be early swing for someone like Bolt, it was always going to be tough for the New Zealand bowlers.
Absolutely. I think they're playing with aplomb. They're playing with a lot of freedom. Good to see the openers coming out, all guns blazing, putting pressure on the new ball bowlers, just taking them on with shots that they're really good at playing. So, a very clinical batting effort so far, and you'd expect that right up to the end as well. They're batting really well.
Certainly have. Let's talk about Rohit Sharma. We were sort of asking, will captaincy change him at all? And the good thing is, if you look at that, and if you didn't know about the fact that he's playing a slightly different role, it's the Rohit of old.
I don't think it's the Rohit of old. I think he's been batting this way for some time now, taking on fast bowlers. Really good player with fast bowlers because slightly offline and anything short, he's really strong on. I mean, in my books, he's the best puller and slash hooker in the world. He makes it look far too easy, actually. When I bat, sometimes I get very upset watching him bat because he makes it look much easier than what it's supposed to look and makes the other players look rather ordinary when he plays some of the shots. And the terrific player, great on the easy on the eye. You can keep watching him. You try. He's one of those guys you pay money to watch.
Fair point. Yeah. What I meant by Rohit of old is Rohit, the non-captain, the pure batsman, versus now Rohit, the captain, looks no different at all. But from New Zealand's bowling point of view, we've seen obviously a wicket for Mitch Santner. Todd Astle didn't look too bad. So either raw pace or spin has been the only weapon as such for New Zealand.
Yeah, I think obviously Lockie and Mitchell Santner have looked apart so far in the little overs that they've bowled. I also think Trent Bolt and Tim Southee are a bit tired. I think you got to understand that just played a final a few days ago. You can see they're not taking it as seriously as they would. The kind of fields they said, it wasn't on the money, so to say. But overall, I think, we can always talk about the fact that they haven't bowled well. But I do think Indian batters played some really good shots. And it was good to see Lockie coming back after an injury, bowling with some proper pace. And the change-ups are really good as well. As you were speaking before, 23-kilometer difference in a couple of balls shows that he's got skill. He's got variations. And Mitchell Santner doing his part as well. He's a good left-arm spinner, tough to get hold of. And, looking good for the moment. But I'm sure this game will obviously go in India's direction. And we should be back here talking about the game very soon.
Yeah, in fact, we did mention it at the start of the show, pure like-for-like choice between Adam Milne and Lockie Ferguson. One thing Lockie has brought to the table, not just for New Zealand, but also in the IPL as well, is the fact that he can crank up 150, but then he can also do that 122 without too much discernible change of action.
Yeah, I think that's a skill. I think he's a top quality T20 bowler. He's got a great Yorker. He's really good through the middle as well. And he's a terrific guy to have in the team as well. He's really grown as a bowler from the 2019 World Cup with a top bowler before that, but he's just grown in stature over a period of time. And he is the bowler that New Zealand go to whenever they need wickets because he bowls it hard, he bowls it short into the wicket, he can aim at the ribcage, and apart from that, he's got a mean, slow one as well. So he's a really good bowler to have up your sleeve, and KK were very happy to have him, and keeping up to him, I could realize how good his skill was.
Yeah, well, just to finish off with the one person we haven't spoken about, and someone who, through no fault of his, didn't get spoken about much in the last three games because he hardly got a chance to bat with the Rohit-Rahul partnership going the way it was. Surya Kumar Yadav, big chance for him to just settle in there with a nice, maybe 50 not out.
Oh, yes. I think he'll be very comfortable with the fact that he's batting with Rohit. He's been around for Mumbai Indians for about 4 years now. And the fact that, Rohit captains Mumbai, he'll have a certain rapport with him and, relationship with him. And the fact that he's batting today with him will give him a lot of confidence, will make him feel good. And he's somebody who takes the game on. He's not somebody who will sit back and wait for things to happen. He'll play some big shots. And you can see from the ball, from the get-go, he played some real good shots. A couple of good sweeps, and he's not an easy batsman to bowl to. In my books, he's arguably one of the most versatile batsmen because he can hit you pretty much anywhere in the park, and I really like to watch him bat, and he's a terrific talent.
Yep, Mr. Puller and Slasher and Mr. Versatile together. we expect that this will not go the distance to the last ball of the 20th over. So we'll leave Cricbuzz Comm Box at that, and we'll continue this conversation between the two of us, and of course Ajay Jadeja joining us at the end. For now, from Cricbuzz Comm Box, that's all we have.